It's definitely
work.
not made for that.
Let's do Mad Max. Now I feel like I'm on the Titanic. Oh, I thought about it.
It was like, I'm not waiting. I'm just going to pull forward.
Wow. That's impressive. It realized that they were getting gas. Wow, how did it catch that? Because the feint
it was
half gone. It's probably saying to itself, why in the hell are you going to a gas station? Wow, no hesitation.
No hesitation anymore.
Holy shnikes.
Let me hit that one.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. We got my dad here. This is his first impressions on version 14. He hasn't had the software in, what, a year or so?
About 8 months.
About 8 months. So we're on version 14.1.4, and we are in a Model Y with hardware for 2024. I want to get my dad's first impressions, and do you want to say anything about Tesla as we get started here?
I've been on this earth for a long time, and it is the best car I've ever driven, by far.
So, as a little backstory, my dad used to hate Tesla until we were going to pick up my Tesla. And then we stopped at a charger. I had a Nissan Leaf at the time. And we saw a Tesla at the charger. And he's like, wait, that's the car you're getting? Oh my gosh, we're going to have to come back and get another car. And then a few months later, he ended up getting the Model 3. So, got a little brake stutter there. We do have oncoming vehicles, but they have a red light. So this is the thing with this version. It's not polished yet, so it does a little bit of brake stuttering, and it's extra safe.
Extra safe. That's nice to know.
So he's used to autopilot. How much do you use autopilot?
Quite a bit. I use it on just about every kind of road.
He uses it when you probably shouldn't, but you enjoy it somewhat, right?
I enjoy it quite a bit, yes.
So this is the first time he's been in the full self-driving for a while, and now that it's version 14, I think it's a lot better. So really excited to see what you think about it. We do now have like more speed profiles. So we have Sloth, Chill, Standard, Hurry, and Mad Max. Chill seems to be the only one that goes like reasonably speeding. Standard goes like 10 to 15% over.
Can those still be set on what you want it to be, or?
There's no max speed anymore.
So it will, by the mode that you pick?
By the mode you pick, it will decide what speed it should go into. I was doing Standard, and it's crazy. So I've been in Chill, and Chill goes like 2, maybe 3 over the speed limit, which is fine. I like to go like 5 over.
So what is Mad Max? That just drives you to the county jail and
basically
just bypass everything else?
It's pretty fast, and it'll just weave through traffic, mostly made for like highways and stuff. But and then Sloth, I haven't even tried that. But now we also have destination options, so this will change depending on what options there are at the destination. So we only have parking lot, but if there was like a parking garage, you could put that, and it would go to the parking garage now.
Wow, that's amazing.
And if there was like something that you could park on the street for, it would have street parking. And then we also have curbside, so that will just like take you to the front door, park right there. So if you're like doing Uber or something, that'd be great for that. So it's really nice to have those. You can see with Chill, it's not like trying to overtake this car, even though we're under the speed limit. I'm excited. We have the huge roundabout up ahead.
Oh yes, we do.
So I'm interested to see that. And then also driving into McDonald's can be kind of busy.
It could be, yes. Oh, and it's all new roads. They just redid it all. It used to be 4 lanes.
Yeah.
Now it's 2 lanes with a suicide lane.
Okay. So that'll be interesting to see what the car does over there.
Yeah.
So are you thinking about getting FSD?
I don't like that we're sitting behind this truck going this slow. I used to like when it pulled out and just took care of business.
Well, we can try going into Mad Max, but I just don't know if I really want a ticket.
Let's do Mad Max.
But here we go with a slowdown. I guess we won't really see the slowdown because the truck's in front of us, like kind of taking our speed. But do you see how it slows down now? Because
for the
previous,
45.
Yeah, previous versions, remember, wouldn't like slow down right away. Sometimes it'd be like miles down the road that it might slow down. Now, like I've noticed like every time it sees a speed limit, it tries to match that before it actually hits it like a human would.
But my autopilot doesn't see that at all. Once you're going 55, it stays 55.
Well, that's how like 13 was too. It was very similar to that. So it's really nice to see this as like actually listening to the zones. Haven't tried a school zone yet because that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be, because it's really important that it slows down during those.
Yeah.
What about railroad tracks and stuff like that?
It slows down aggressively now. I only hit the one, but it like kind of slammed on the brakes and there was a vehicle in front of it. So, I mean, it's slowing down for him now, which, you know, it's definitely not polished like we were saying, but it feels extra safe. It feels like it's thinking about every possible maneuver that any vehicle can go, or not even go, like if something just like randomly jumped in front of it. Last night when I was doing the first impression test, there was a raccoon that went across the road. It started slowing down before I saw it.
Wow, nice.
So that was really cool because it was dark. So at first I was like, oh, hey, we're just doing like a random slowdown. And then I was like, oh, there's a raccoon. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And this is all new too, since anyone's probably driven on it, because this used to be 4 lanes too. So it's just looking at the paint on the road.
I guess. So, because the screen is representing it perfectly.
Yeah.
And it seems to be driving it correctly too. Unfortunately, we do have the vehicle in front of us determining our speed versus the car really kind of deciding how fast to go, but we are doing like that 2 over where it seems to be in chill mode. It'll do like 2 over when it can. Now, you're used to autopilot doing some random like slowdowns when a car like turns in front of you or something.
Or just randomly does it whenever it wants to.
Yeah.
But it hasn't done that as much as it used to.
Now, in 13.2.9, that was the last build I had, it never did that. It was pretty much flawless for comfort-wise. I've only had this for a few miles, you know, and I've already experienced some random slowdowns like that, where like there's nothing, and it just like decides that there is going to be something, or it just randomly slows down.
Honestly, I don't know if I like the fact that the different levels are programmed to a certain speed over the speed limit, because if I recall correctly, it used to be like more aggressive the car would be as you went to these different levels.
It still is like that.
Right, but I have to go 10 miles over the speed limit instead of saying, oh, I still only want to go 5.
Yeah.
But I want to be more aggressive and not sit behind a dump truck shooting rocks at me.
I think that's the biggest problem with this update, and that's like a lot of people, is it's on their mind of like, okay, if I am still supervising the car, I need to be able to choose the speed the car can go. Otherwise, it's just like asking for a ticket. So that's why I'm stuck in chill. I never used chill. I was always standard or hurry back in 13.2.9.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm stuck in this chill profile now because of the speed limits. Now, I haven't taken it on the highway yet, so that might change. And honestly, I'm okay with only going like 2 to 3 over. Like, that doesn't really upset me if the car's going to do all the driving for me, but I do like to stay like 5 over on most roads.
Right, and the fact that we were 3 under, but it wouldn't pass this truck because it's in chill mode, basically.
Well, yeah, the profiles are a little different than like what they used to be. Good thing we're getting rid of that truck, but it handled that roundabout perfectly.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, because it was so smooth. I know you've tried using autopilot through there, and it's definitely not made for that. So
no,
it'll just take you right over.
Yeah, it doesn't slow down, doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It does warn you that a deviation in the road's coming up,
which is interesting.
But it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't even
it.
chime, right? It just puts text on the screen so it distracts you for a second and it says, hey, look at me. I'm also not going to steer for you.
Wow, this is really nice. It's definitely holding like the center of the lane. And like I said, this is nothing that would have been mapped out previously.
It didn't do anything.
A little stutter?
Yeah, but it didn't.
When it loses the line?
No, because the car was approaching, and I feel like it just always is predicting like every possible solution. That's what it feels like. And it sometimes will randomly just like say, okay, I'm going to stop, because I think that it's possible that this car doesn't stop.
No, I'm curious about this turn into McDonald's, because
Yes.
it should go into the suicide lane and turn in there.
Right, and I think it will, but it'll be interesting. And unfortunately, we didn't have like any interesting events like cars on the side of the road or anything like on the way to go pick you up. There were several times where the car had to move over and then come back in. And then last night it actually drove into the suicide lane. So we got the blinker on pretty early, I would say.
Really early.
And we're not even moving into the suicide lane yet. And now here we are moving in. I almost want to say that's Tim Hortons. So it's actually going to the right one. And there's no traffic, so it's going to be perfectly fine here. Now, we are set to parking lot, so it should find us a spot.
All right.
And hopefully not a handicap spot. It really seems to like to go into handicaps, but
It went to the first available spot after handicap.
After handicap.
And the McDonald's saved ones for delivery drivers, so that was pretty awesome.
That was actually really good, and it parked pretty decent too, just like that.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
So that's what's big with this update, is it's end-to-end, where it will take you from parking spot to parking spot now. Versus before, like you'd have to help it get out, help it get in. But it usually could do like the middle section pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just
fully,
I got you.
Yeah, parking lots were awful because it would just sometimes just stop.
Yeah. So.
That felt really good.
Any other comments or concerns? I know that was a pretty boring drive, but.
No, I just can't believe the self-driving and that a majority of the world doesn't, or the country doesn't even know that this exists. They see, like we talked about,
like cruise, and they're like, oh, my car does what a Tesla does.
But you try to explain to them that no, you sit in it and you push a button and it takes you to where you want to go without doing anything. They are like, really? But this is amazing how smooth it is and how safe I feel, because I am a control driver where I need to be driving all the time or it bothers me. But as you notice, I didn't even notice going through the circle because I've got confidence in this car already just from the time that I drove the older versions of it.
So this is weird. Navigation kind of like wants us to go left here and make a huge like detour to get into this gas station. I'm thinking that it does it because it doesn't want to try and get over in the little time if there was like traffic or something. So let's just try this, because I want to show you like from parking spot to parking spot.
Okay.
But it is so much more confident now in like a parking lot. Like you feel you can.
Wow, no hesitation.
No hesitation anymore.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah. So
it just went.
Yeah, it just goes now. It feels like it really is thinking and it has an idea. Oh, navigation even updated. So we'll see. Now you can see like it doesn't seem like this parking lot is mapped. So now it has to figure out how to get out of here all on its own. Because and so this is why it has navigation set that way now. So is it going to ignore nav, or is nav going to update in time? So it's ignoring nav now, and it says, I found a better way, and it's just going to go.
Holy crap.
And now nav updated again.
It's probably saying to itself, why in the hell are you going to a gas station?
It probably is.
Are you washing my windows or something?
So this is parking lot is what it's set to. There's not too many parking. There's a spark right there. Oh, it was going to skip it, and then it saw it, and it was like, oh, that's a spot.
I didn't see that this was marked either as a spot. Wow, how did it catch that? Because the faint
it was faint.
half gone.
I didn't. It's almost as soon as I caught it, the car caught it and moved over.
Holy cow.
It's really good, right?
That's impressive.
I guess we could go back to the McDonald's because that's where we're going to go, and then we'll wrap it up over there. And you don't have to hold or anything anymore. It's just a click and you're in.
But I see you still have those old turn signal things and gear shifters.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like, I'm not waiting. I'm just going to pull forward.
Wow. That's impressive. It realized that they were getting gas and said, okay, I don't have to back up anymore. I can still go. Wow. and just went forward into the...
I guess, yeah, because when you had it, it never could reverse, right?
Right.
Unless you like hit like a parking spot on the screen, and then it would back up, maybe.
Yes, I had to stop, hit a parking, or put it in reverse, hit a parking spot, then it would park.
Yeah, and now it can just reverse even on the roads. So like if, you know, a big truck is making a turn and it sees that it's not going to make it, it will actually just reverse for you now and get out of the way of the truck. So,
oh, it thought about it.
And it could have, because this car went to the suicide lane, but it decided...
didn't do that until after it decided to stop.
But I like to feel how it's thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm like on the same boat of the car where like now we're just rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Where like...
Now I feel like I'm on the Titanic.
It's got to kind of send it if it wants to go and then get over. Whoa.
Oh.
So it did it.
It did it, but it was tricky.
That was a tricky one for it to get through. And then hopefully we just find the same spot. Oh, okay, so we got a car doing something weird here.
Yeah.
Car didn't flinch or anything. It's like, okay, we'll just wait for this guy to go, just like a human would. Didn't try and go around it, you know, like previous builds. And then same spot. Non-handicap, first available spot. Little, oh no, it fixed itself. I was like, parking's not super great, but we can pull up the cameras here. Oops. And
no, it did a really good job.
It's almost perfectly centered. It's a little off, but.
Wow, it handled coming in this parking lot with that monkey in front of us just fine.
Yeah. I think it could have done a little bit better on accelerating to get out of where we were.
Yeah, that faster. Rocking back and forth, it was like, okay.
Yeah,
I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. Like, it was getting impatient. That's what I felt like.
The rocking, though, I think what happened was we were in a divot, so the car was just, like, probably in, like, neutral, not holding the brake like a human would.
Right.
So we were just going...
Wow, that was really nice. That's incredible. Something I honestly thought I would never see in my lifetime. A car that actually drives itself. And for it to be so much improved from the last version, that this is endless on where it can go.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about school speed zones.
School, yeah.
Because that was one of my concerns when I had it, that it would never slow down for that.
And it would never slow down even like for normal signs. It was pretty bad, normal speed limits. So hopefully it's improved, because we did see it slow down and speed up for signs today. I'm
just trying to think if when they redid that road over there and moved that 45 to a different place even, because I think it is closer to the park now, so it's not where it used to be.
And I know there's another section over there where they changed the speed limits, and this will still show like the wrong limit. I wonder if it will actually act accordingly now. So that'll be a good test. But
yeah.
Any other remarks?
No, this is truly impressive. It really is. Everybody should get one.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys for watching. That's my dad's first impressions. I'm sure there'll be better videos. Maybe we'll try some city driving and see how he reacts to that, because I think that will be funny.
Yeah.
But, all right, thanks guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
When the road just keeps going for miles, we're gonna get there. In the face of the wind and the wild,
Can you tilt it that way a
we're
little?
gonna get there.
You
Love makes the journey
You gotta look at the camera. I'm gonna introduce you.
closer to home with each
All right, guys, that's not working very
we're
well.
gonna get